Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura and I run a small handmade sewing business now for 3 years. Today I'm going to talk about my thrifted fabric haul from Swanson's Fabric, a stash house that takes donations of old fabric or whatever fabric you don't need anymore and then resells it to the community to keep the fabric and all the notions out of the landfill. So I'll put up her information on screen here. But Catherine runs Swanson's Fabrics. You've probably seen her on TikTok if you already sew. But she started her business during the pandemic by a friend that was getting rid of fabric she bought to resell to keep it out of the landfill. And now she takes a lot of donations from communities and it goes to the stash house to be resold at about $4 a yard if you go in person, $5 a yard if you buy online. And when she does whatnot auctions, it can be anywhere from $1 a yard up. So I went after my Broomfield trip actually up to Swanson's Fabric to go see what she had because I'd been seeing the same stuff over and over again where I live. So I figured it was time to go try someplace else and see what fabric I can get there. And it's a good way to help support another small business. So I went in the stash house. Their storefront is now closed. They closed up the storefront. So now they are just in the stash house. It's a bit messy, which, let's be honest, all of us crafters have very messy rooms anyway, but they are having now to have to organize all the donations into shelves and a storefront into just their storage house. So it's going to be a bit messy. Go in there, you'll find some treasures. Trust me, if you have time, allot yourself at least 2 hours to dig through the stacks. You'll find all these interesting items. They have some sewing machines and I'll show the business card, but this guy actually fixes up sewing machines that are donated to them for them to then sell. And they were telling me if you need like sewing machine parts, he's got a sewing machine parts graveyard, to give them a call, give him a call, and that you may be able to find pieces that you need. So anyway, I walk in, they're very busy. But one of the things I found actually in their donations room, which you can actually go through, just not organized whatsoever, I picked up an unfinished project. So it's just a Christmas apron. So I will finish this up. Grinch was one of my favorite Christmas movies growing up. So I'm very excited to do this unfinished project and finish it. And thankfully, the person that put it together actually left all the directions on how to do it and what pieces go to what. So that's awesome. In their fancy fabric section, I found this beautiful, let's see if I can straighten this out. There we go. This beautiful, beautiful piece. So it's only a yard, so I can't make a full skirt from it. So I think I'm gonna layer it with some black and make a skirt that way from it. It's something that's probably just as structured and just layer it down, tear it out. But absolutely gorgeous. I couldn't pass that up. And then they also, for all of you crocheters like me and knitters out there, tons and tons of yarn. Depending on the size of the yarn ball, it's $2 to $4 or skein of yarn. They have all your knitting needles. I didn't see too many crochet hooks. Mainly knitting stuff. So if you need, like, you're looking for specific color, or like what I do is I just make a lot of granny squares and sew them together for donation crochet them together for donation blankets. They have all the colors you need or want. Trust me, there's tons of it. I didn't go into it, and I also did not film in Swanson's because there were a lot of customers in there at the time. They have a whole section of books, from older books on crocheting, knitting, and sewing to newer books. Really, really awesome collection of books. So if you're like just starting out and you would like something to give you direction, or if you're looking for something specific like older designs, they probably have it in their book section. So a lot of stuff is up on shelves, but they also have what they call hot garbage. So it's pieces that have been cut like this. They go in hot garbage, and they do this by weight. So if you buy a bunch of pieces, they'll do it by weight. She just gave this to me for a flat price because it was my only piece of hot garbage. And then tons of notions, like I said. So for me, I picked up lots of different binding colors to bind off some of the smaller quilts I do. tons of notions. So I was actually needing black hook and eyes for a dress for a wedding I'm going to, because I swear today they don't like adding hook and eyes dresses for anything. So very glad I found that, so I didn't have to go buy new ones that I'm going to only use a couple out of. Now I have this, and then when I'm done using it, or however many years down the line, I can donate it back. So like I said, I went through their fancy fabrics and got different stuff. I picked this up. I don't know if any of you are going to like it. It's textured. I was going to make luxe scrunchies from it. But let me know in the comments if you think this will be good or not for that. I don't think a headband at all. So probably definitely just luxe scrunchies. I'm only going to get maybe 4 out of it. It's not very big. And then I picked up some old satins. I know a lot of you have been wanting just plain colored satins. And I have been looking for them, but a lot of the satins today are not good quality. So when I sew them, I feel like they're not going to last very long. So I found these, and they don't look like they're fraying as much. So I'm hoping they are a better satin to use. And then I got this. It is kind of thick. It's probably kind of for upholstery. I'm going to do a test scrunchie from this, but I don't think it's going to work as a scrunchie. I may not even do a test scrunchie from it, honestly. I may just make a skirt for myself out of this because it's just too heavy. I was trying to kind of beat the clock. I only had 2 hours before they closed. So I kind of just went through stuff and picked up what I felt may work for the business, and then some stuff for myself like this. I'm trying to make some more business attire because I have some meetings coming up. So like that'll work for that. And then I got this piece just for totes. It's probably going to get me 2 totes, two medium totes, not my XLs. I just thought it was a really, really nice fabric for that. Really pretty. Definitely a more plain, but not too plain kind of tote. And then I got into the cottons. Tons and tons and tons of cottons. It is never ending. So I saw this Boston Red Sox one. Where are my Boston Red Sox fans at? I was ecstatic. I have not seen, because again, I'm in Hawaii. We get UH stuff, University of Hawaii stuff. And then like some of the football teams, but not a lot. So I grew up on baseball. So I was very happy to see the Boston Red Sox. And then it's football, but it's a Patriots. So this is kind of big. I don't know if this will be scrunchies, neither the Boston Red Sox. It'll probably end up being either a shoe bag or a tote, maybe a headband. I'll have to really look at it because the prints are fairly big. So we'll see what I make out of this. But yeah, I was very excited to see these. And then of course I got into a lot of Christmas stuff, which, let's be honest, tons of cottons, quilting cottons end up being Christmas stuff that's donated. It's very easy to accumulate. But I hadn't seen these before. I'd been seeing repeats in Hawaii. So I have this with Santa. So I don't know if I'm going to list them on the website, but my goal for these two was to make reusable wrapping for Christmas. I'm going to do it for the craft fair that I have in November, the Christmas extravaganza in Hilo. It'll be the weekend before Thanksgiving if you are in Hilo. So I'm going to make reusable wrapping. If I have leftover that weekend, I'll list them on the website and tell you guys, or if I have enough, we'll see. Just because they use a lot of fabric. So I'm going to use these for the reusable wrapping. Because again, let's be honest, buying that wrapping paper over and over, yeah, it's paper and technically it's renewable and sustainable. But with all the ink and everything, it's not that sustainable. If you can reuse like cotton bags for wrapping, it's much more sustainable. I bought this because it was cute, and I have a niece and 2 Hanai nieces. So I may make something for the website with this, but I'll be honest, it is probably gonna be used to make like pillowcases for my nieces and Hanai nieces. I just couldn't pass it up. It's an adorable princess print. This one, me and the current shopkeeper that was there were just, it's a really cool fabric. It is water droplets on pink. I'll make scrunchies from this. It's just so unique and awesome. And then I said I wouldn't buy any more 4th of July fabric, but this again is a vintage fabric and it is very different from things I've seen. I'll probably again make totes or something from this, but it is a very cool fabric. Totes, actually I shouldn't say that. I'll make totes, makeup bags, or shoe cases from this fabric. Now this one is just a bunch of sayings. So it says glam, makeup, gorgeous, shopping, chic, pamper, shine, scrunchies, makeup bags, you name it. It's very girly in a way, the sayings. So it was a cool fabric, not vintage like the other ones. A newer fabric, but it's still really a cool fabric. And you saw this in my last video. So this is the fabric I was saying that I learned from the vintage fabric lady at Brimfield. This is that French fabric. So see how much detail is on that? And I never realized that before. I have several of these pieces actually amongst my collection currently at home. I haven't really shown you guys because again, they're all like this, really small. So they must have been used a lot because this is not even a fat quarter. I'll make makeup bags from this because they're so detailed. And like I said, like this is going to get me maybe one large, probably a medium makeup bag. But it's very, very nice fabric. And I didn't realize what it was before. Hence why I can't find a lot of it either. So if you ever see this fabric, know that it's rare, know that it's really good quality, and it's super detailed. And then I got this fabric. I needed more purples. I found that I don't have a lot of purples in my fabrics. So I tried to look for purples, but purples must not either be popular for quilting or super popular so people use it up. I'm not really sure. Let me know, do you guys like purple accessories or not? Because I honestly can't find a lot of purple fabric. And then we were having a discussion in the shop. I picked this up for people that do know this. So if you can tell me, we were debating if this was the AIDS ribbon or not. We're not sure. I picked it up because people that know it want it. So this will probably be headbands and scrunchies, and I'll probably end up putting it in a charity collection. It's not a lot, so it'll be a very short charity run. But if you can let me know what the red ribbon stands for, that would be great. Now this one, you guys may recognize from a few videos ago. I have a very similar fabric in a linen made in Japan. It's on one of my bolt boards. It's a lot of it. It's like 6 yards of it. So I got a couple of these pieces and I think it's the same. When I get home, I'm gonna check and see if it's the same fabric. There is no salvage on any of this. This is all pieces. Must have been probably cut out from like making clothing. But I thought it was very interesting. It's the same color and I'm pretty sure it's the same flower. This is the flannel. I don't usually pick up flannels, especially this big a print, but it was really cute. So I thought I'd make 1 or 2 reusable gift wrappings from this. Very soft too. It's one of the softest flannels I've ever felt, and possibly because it's already been washed, but I've washed some flannels and they don't get this soft. So I'm very excited to use this. Ooh, this must have been stuck to something. I do not remember picking this up. So it's got a gold thread through it. It'll make maybe one luxe scrunchie, but it is a cotton. So I'll see. I think this was just stuck to something when I picked it up. Probably stuck to this flannel. So I didn't see it at all. And then I picked these up just for blocking for makeup bags. Because I find I need a solid when I have a pattern on top. So I just picked these up for blocking. Same with this. I just picked this up to block because sometimes with a pattern I can use a very small print like this on the bottom. And finally, also for reusable gift bags, Christmas gift bags, I picked up this deer. It is so cute. This is not vintage. This is a Joann's exclusive cotton fabric, but it is gorgeous, and I'm very glad I was able to pick this up. So yeah, that is my fabric haul from Swanson's Fabrics. Again, I will put her information up on the screen and down in the description box below, along with like her TikTok and Instagram and whatnot. If you are ever in Turner Falls, Massachusetts, I highly, highly, highly encourage you to go to the Stash House. She also runs the classes there, several different classes, and she does a lot online. So Wednesday night is the members drop, Thursday night is the actual drop, and then I think Friday or Saturday is usually the Whatnot auctions. So I highly encourage you to go and check those out. And again, remember, there are more stash houses just than hers. I know there's another one in Utah. Try to go to your stash houses. Try to be sustainable as much as you can. And trust me, you'll find some really awesome, good quality fabrics. And I cannot wait to show you guys what I start making with this when I get home in a few weeks. Until then, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.